Hello, in this video I'll show you how to create and use a function in TestCafe Studio. TestCafe Studio is a desktop application that enables you to create an end-to-end test using little or no code. Okay, I'm gonna go into this website, datatables.net, because it shows you a table that I'm gonna create a function based on it. TestCafe will launch the browser now, which is Chrome in my case. So I can see here there's a table in the web page. So let's assume that I have a test that I want to assert that this table has 10 rows actually. I don't have any built-in assertion in Test Studio that tells me how many rows are in a table. For this case, I need to create a custom function. So I'll go into the toolbox here and define a function, and I'll call it get table row count. And what I want to do, get table, let's fix this here, get table. So I'll launch the DevTools in Chrome here, and I'll click on one of the rows in the table. So I'm going to use this picker in DevTools and just click on any row. I'm unable to click a row actually, so I'll just click at TD, a column, and then just go and select the TR of it, the parent, and copy, right click, select copy and copy selector. Okay, this will select this specific TR. Gonna go to the console, and so my goal here is to create a specific, I'll create a selector and use the length of the array of that selector, which tells me how many rows I have in the table. Okay, so I'm gonna paste the selector here, which is this selector, and I'm gonna use jQuery in this case because it's easier. Plus the page supports jQuery too, but you can use something like document.query selector all function. All right, so this is a selector for a specific TR, so I'm gonna remove this part in the end here and make it select any TR. And this selector will return an array for me. So because it's an array, it supports the length property, and I see that it has 10. And if I count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's correct. So I'm gonna copy this selector and with the length property and paste it into my function. A function inside the TestCafe needs to return a value because it's used, the return value of the function is used in the assertion. So what I'm returning here is the length of this array, which is the number of rows or TRs in the table. Okay, so I have now the function defined. I'm gonna delete those extra clicks that I created because I was clicking on the browser, and I'll add a deep equal assertion, and gonna tell it instead of using a DOM selector, I'm gonna use a function. And if I go to the drop down for the function, I have this function that I just defined, and their expected value is 10. And if I evaluate assertion, I see that it passed. So this function actually returns 10, which is the number of rows in the table. If I use any other value, expected value, and evaluate the assertion, it's gonna fail. It tells me it's expecting 10 and the actual is 11. Actually, sorry, the expected is 11 and the actual is 10. Bring it back to 10, run the evaluator again, it's successful. All right, and that's it. That's how you create and use a function in TestCafe. Thank you.